There we
And
go.
I started slightly late because I am watching the stream. Yeah. This is...
Looks like starting off with level 10.
Yeah, level 10. I think this is just standard stuff.
Yeah, pretty standard. It's gonna be going for Fuyo skip. See if he can get it. Nice.
While we're starting this off, I am going to do something really quickly. If my... Yes, no, that is supposed to be the down button. That works. Just want to make sure, you can still hear things on your end.
Yep, no, I can see and hear the stream just fine.
Okay, cool.
Let us know if you can.
Yeah.
The audience, I mean.
Yeah, I just muted my monitor output because I thought it would be going through the mic. And I'm going to be investigating why... Now I can't hear things, but that's fine. We're very professional. I also know all the sounds this game makes.
That's true. I can also, you know, take hold of Splatoon 1 here if you want to figure that out.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I mean, it's been cracking. We see Messiah here, right?
I'm guessing so.
Also, these hero weapons are OP as heck. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, that's what makes NG+, my friend.
I know, but like, I thought the Splatoon max hero shot was good. This thing is on another level.
It is, but it doesn't really do much for Octavio. Not as much as you would hope.
Well, that's just Octavio being Octavio.
Oh, there we go. All right. Had to take a couple tries, but that was not a bad Messiah. I think still saves time over the original intended route. Let's see if he gets good RNG here. Very nice. All right, off to a decent start here. We're gonna be heading to level 13 here. This is a cycle-based level. Of course, I say it like for those of you who don't know. I'm sure if you're watching, you probably know.
Heck, I've touched this game for a grand total of maybe 2 hours, and I know this is a cycle-based level. But hey, soon that will be changing.
You know it's difficult.
I did know that this level is difficult. All the levels are difficult, though.
That's not true. Level 1 is not that bad.
Level 1 is difficult for different reasons.
Alright.
Okay, does he get... Oh, he doesn't get it.
Ooh. Didn't get the fastest cycle skip there, but you can still use the any percent strat there. Which is still fairly fast.
Maybe it's this.
Still very clean.
It is not. Aha!
Oh,
I can now hear the game.
Hey, how about that?
That was one OBS setting that I had to change.
Yeah, 13 is probably like, out of all the cycle levels, that's probably the least punishing out of them all.
Yeah. It is also like the cycle level.
That's true, but 24 and 19 are a lot harder, and they're a lot more punishing. Let's see. I also noticed didn't go for Geyser skip there. Use the old
With boxes,
box jump strat, yeah.
kind of interesting to see the routing for this game because for people familiar with more recent installments of Splatoon, the NG pluses there have a very fixed routing schema because you're loaded into World 1 when you start. Here, though, not the case, so... Perhaps you should start with, I would think, like, just the harder world in World 3.
Yeah, Splatoon 1 is the only, NG Plus is the only category, or the only NG Plus category where you can literally do, like, whatever level you want
That
first.
Splat Bomb does what?
Oh yeah, Splat Bombs are a lot more powerful in NG
I knew
Plus.
they were powerful, I didn't know the radius was that big.
Yeah, they're pretty big. See, there's something you don't know.
Yeah, I knew the burst bombs were really good. I didn't know. I knew the burst bombs and the secrets were good.
Well,
I
because you
didn't
can
know
actually.
the splat bombs just hit like the whole map.
Well, because you can actually like upgrade sub weapons. You can't do that in the later games.
Yeah, bring that back, Nintendo.
I don't think they will.
I want an upgraded Splat 3 burst bomb. Having the difficulty there on that wall, but it's all good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it's definitely important to not die there, because the final checkpoint you technically don't activate, unless you like get really close to it. So last checkpoint you'll get to is like back to the beginning of that section. So if you die there, then you lose a lot of time.
Thundy in the chat saying hello chat. My response, hello Thundy.
Yo, what's up, Thundy?
Thundy's gonna be going on in about 40-ish minutes.
Yep, hope you're ready.
Hope you're ready to have a run ruined by DJ Octavio. Just kidding. Well, I would never wish that on someone.
Come on, it's Thundy. I don't think Octavio is the main concern.
No, Octavio is the main concern because he is Thundy. Because he's just so good at everything else. Alright, Octowhirl. Is this easier or harder to optimize than it is in 90%?
I mean, it's basically the same. I guess it's a little bit easier because you can ink the ground a bit faster, but...
You know, I said that completely forgetting this boss is no longer in any percent. Rip World 3.
Yep. Rip World 2 and 3.
Sorry, Commentator is washed and forgets that World 4 early exists.
Get with the times. It was like, it happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was so last week that we were doing World 2 and 3 in the any percent run. Yeah, but Kraken, no problems there.
I mean, it's Octowhirl. Octowhirl is like
it's Octowhirl. What, like, yeah, like, what is a problem in Octowhirl?
This is probably like the easiest boss in Splatoon history.
Do you constitute NILS as a boss?
Yes.
You think Octowhirl is easier than NILS?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I've never died in Octowhirl.
Yeah, that's true. Neither have I.
So here's another...
yeah.
Yeah, this level is another cycle-based level. This is definitely, I would say, much harder than level 13.
Yeah, as a quote-unquote Splatoon 1 casual, I'm kind of excited to see where we go with this. Right, because burst bombs in this game are good, we can just do that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see burst bombs a lot.
Hey, I've been using them in my Splat 3 runs, and I still think they're great. Obviously, they're they're trash for certain things.
I mean, they are. It's nice that they brought them back. Nice, made the cycle there.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that one's a lot harder and a lot more punishing if you don't get it.
Yeah. Also, Woo World 4, what is this?
I know, right?
Says everyone ever since day one of Splatoon 1.
And you're not even getting the scrolls? That's basically what World 4 is for.
Yeah, World 4 is 6 scrolls and some weird-looking levels.
And a very weird boss at the end of it.
Oh yeah, Moz. Moz exists.
Oh wow, I've never seen that strat before, where you pretty much just like get launched on that sponge there. Usually I throw a splat bomb to activate it so those enemies don't aggro. Because if those enemies aggro, then they'll shoot the sponge and it's much harder to make that jump.
To get across, yeah. Having some slight Inkzuka difficulties, but what's new? The Inkzukas in these levels are not great.
They're a bit weird sometimes, but that was a pretty clean level, and that's one of the harder Octostriker levels. Or, I mean, that's arguably the hardest Octostriker level.
Yeah. I think that's the only one without, like, a quote-unquote cheese strat associated with it, so yeah, I'd agree with you there.
I mean, it's got a little jump that skips a bit, but it's not that much. It's just very annoying.
This level will that section right there reminds me of how everyone else plays Octo Oven in Splatoon any percent other than me. Because everyone does that inside line, and I go outside. But, oh well.
I kind of think of this level as Diet level 18 from Splatoon 2 because this has the only auto-scroller part in the game. Where you have to stand on this platform here. Yeah.
We'll have a couple more auto scrollers throughout the course of this trifecta.
I mean, in the other games, yes.
In the other games,
we'll
yes.
find one in Splatoon 1.
As someone who has played the other NG pluses, there are auto scrollers in each of them.
Yeah, because this game is actually like kind of good.
Yeah. No problems with the no-look splat bomb, of course. But it looks cool, so that's what we're here for.
What I like about the NG Plus, trifecta is that it really shows you the evolution of not just NG Plus, but just like Splatoon speedrunning in general. So here you kind of like introduced to like basic NG Plus strats, and then for Splatoon 2 it gets a little more like technical as you use more weapons. And then Splatoon 3, you got like, different kinds of levels. I don't know, I just think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That's why it's a great game to show at pace, which you will be doing in just a couple... Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that's an unfortunate death there.
The box. And, of course, because checkpoints in this game are bad, we're back at the beginning of the level.
Yeah, no, this is a hard level. Yeah, trying to make these jumps here are definitely... They're much harder than they look.
Yeah. Can I be the first to say, why have they not designed more levels that look like this? I love this level's aesthetic, and I think it's a shame we haven't gotten it back.
It definitely, like... It definitely kind of feels like Camp Triggerfish, the online stage, because that has kind of like a similar aesthetic to it. But yeah, I do think they brought that stage back in Splatoon 2, but I don't know, it's definitely like, it feels like something that's kind of more, that was only, an aesthetic choice for Splatoon 1 and something they haven't really gone back to. But I do understand what you're saying. It does seem like it's kind of like, it's more...
It feels so unique, and that's what I like about it.
It does. It feels like, each day it's like a lot, like nowadays is a lot more, blocky and robust.
Homogenized, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I know this kettle.
You recognize that kettle?
I recognize just the kettle, not this level. What's this level?
So this is level 18 in Splatoon 1.
Which is the level that we unlock for World 4 early. However, we
Yep.
don't play it because we don't need to.
No.
For anyone wondering why I'm making a joke about this one level in World 4 and none of the other ones. It also has a Boy Amiibo only skip, which the Kraken, of course, will not be showing off because this is not a Boy Amiibo run. But yeah. What were you saying about level 18 in Splatoon 1?
I was gonna say, like, it's like in Splatoon 2, but except without the auto-scrollers. And better.
It's just like level 18 in Splatoon 2, but cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, yeah, I'm not a fan of level 18 in Splatoon 2.
But that was pretty clean.
Yeah, that was really good.
That jump to the platform with the cage is can be pretty hard. Here's probably the hardest Octoling level, I would say. Is he gonna go for armor?
Yes.
No. Okay.
I had to remind myself which level this is.
Yeah, you gotta keep in mind that the Octoling levels are not the levels like before the bosses, number-wise.
Right. Yeah, I knew
Right,
that.
okay.
I just had to remember what the World 4 one was, and it's on the reef. The World 5 one is the one that we joked you had to go to Splatoon 3 to get the scroll from, right? Because the scroll is just so far out of the way. That one's in World 5. That's the one I was confusing that with. But yeah, that one on the reef.
Oh yeah. No.
Cool map. Wish they brought it back. Again, what's new?
I don't know. Splatoon 2, I think like all the Octoling levels have their own difficulty.
Yeah. Level 21 is mostly Moray Towers, being a bad map.
Yeah.
I hate Moray Towers for the unaware.
Let's see. Man, I keep having some trouble.
The double bounce off, yeah.
Getting those, trying to feed Octoma those bombs there. But he seems to be a picky eater today.
Again, Splat Bombs being ridiculous as usual.
Man, the sound that Octoma makes at the end of each phase is kind of nightmarish. It's a little disturbing.
I'll have to listen to it closer next time. Maybe it's better that I don't have Nightmare Fuel.
It's kind of like, ugh. That's weird.
Oh. Oh? Alright, we're in World 5. Very classic worlds. I imagine Pekraken's going for Scream Cycle. I don't see why he wouldn't.
It's definitely a lot easier in NG Plus than it is in
Yep.
90%. I assume.
And, well, we're doing it at any percent now, so...
Now that it's possible on any percent, I was definitely like, when I was grinding this category, I was definitely like, I have to make Scream Cycle, otherwise I'm gonna look like an idiot.
No, you can be the idiot who thought they were hitting Scream Cycle in the base practice room, but it was actually just standard left side jump.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that they were doing it at pace, I just know that it was possible.
That
to
was
do it at
me,
8%.
okay? I didn't want to say it was me, but that was me. Because I didn't know that Scream was at this part.
Okay, I'm not sure why you had to bring that up. I didn't ever ask you. So, but okay.
I think... Ooh, just missed it.
Yeah. A little struggle getting up that,
Yeah.
Yep, I know. Yeah, that, moving platform in the last section.
Standard start.
Yep. Well, at least made the jump.
Yeah.
That's important. Another Arcline level. This one's can be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I'm sure it must be kind of crazy to see how short these Octoling levels are, because you don't have to get 8 mini Zapfish, you just get regular Zapfish.
Correct. But I'm used to it at this point. Didn't get a full geyser ride, but otherwise, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Didn't die.
Yeah, didn't die, that's the important part. Splatoon 2 being the nice game when it comes to armor and everything. In this game,
Yeah.
there isn't an armor, and in Splatoon 3, the armor system is not very forgiving. So, that's why you can just get shredded and die randomly in 26.
Yeah, it can be like that in quite a few levels. That's why sometimes I'll get that armor in the Octane level in World 4 at level 20, just because those Octanes at the end can easily kill you.
By the way, the squid bag flex. Just knew it was gonna work.
Hey, that's a runner that's very confident in their abilities. Another flutter level here. There's some RNG, but definitely not as bad as level 13.
And I was gonna say another flutter level.
Yeah, because, I mean, they didn't really have much else in the game.
Yeah, true. There are only like 4 different enemy types.
Well, I mean, they still, like, when they have a gimmick, they'll kind of still have, like, a sequel. Because, like, Splatoon 2 kind of has that, you know, they got, like, you know, the boy and ball levels are 16 and 26. So,
Yeah.
Still kind of a similar situation. Introduce a gimmick, then bring it back. Alright, the RNG part is right here. Let's see what kind of...
That looks pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie.
Depends on where that flutter goes. Oh, looks like it's staying there. Oh no, it's going
Nope.
back. Okay.
It's going the wrong way.
Okay, not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst either.
If it had gone forward, I think that would have been slightly worse, but it was already in like a kind of a bad spot.
Yeah, that flutter could have kept going to the right, which would have been the worst. Or that would have been a worse situation.
Also, is this the level that I think it is? Yes, this is. I actually really like this level.
This level is pretty interesting. Although I do think it's kind of bland. It's like, I feel like it's just platforms and sponges.
Mechanically, though, it's great. I
Well,
love
yeah,
this
no,
level mechanically. I hate this level from, like, design.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair.
Because you're right, it is just the important components.
Yeah. It really feels like they didn't really put a lot into this level.
Yeah, it feels like the code you told me I have 1 week to write.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, you mean to tell me that's just my daily life now? Cool.
No, I was talking about the game.
The game, yeah.
I thought that was a metaphor.
I mean, yes. Yes and no simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah, no, now that you mentioned it, this really just is the important parts for the level, and nothing else is here. There's a little bit more decoration, traditionally. But we're speedrunners, we don't care about the decorative elements.
No, we just get through the level as fast as possible. And that's what Kraken has been doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, he also golded that 23.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
by a little bit of time. How did he stay on?
Nice. That's 22. Oh, got a little unlucky with that bomb there.
Yeah. Splat bombs are not that good, but they are pretty good.
They have good range, you know, but if you want to use them as effectively as possible, then you really have to position them the right way.
Yeah.
Pretty similar to 90%.
Yeah, this is just super speed any percent, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 22 for NG Plus, it's kind of like fancier 90%. Alright, looks like we're getting to in Octavia now.
Yeah. For a second, I reminded myself that we have 2 more worlds to go. I immediately forgot that, and then I thought, oh no, I'm going to do a lot of element manipulation soon in terms of switching to the next game and all that.
No, don't have to worry about that yet.
We still have 2 worlds. Splatoon 1 NG Plus is not that fast.
No, but like, you know, like we said earlier, you can do the levels in any order you want in this game.
And that's
so,
really
I usually
any
do
order you want.
Yeah. No, each level is in the same loading zone, so you don't have to worry about doing all the worlds in order or anything. It's really just kind of like a suggestion in this game, really, and a requirement. Usually I do Octavia last, just something like cool to finish the run.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I can understand doing Octavia earlier, because it is actually more difficult in NG Plus than at any percent.
Yeah, the traditional routes that I've seen do this third. They do 10-12 Octavio, I think, is something I've just seen floating around. But, again, anything is defensible, because this is Splatoon 1, and it doesn't matter for real. Yes, these NG Plus delays, they're totally different.
Yeah, I think it also, like... I know the RFGs are a lot more doable in... Well, I think they're actually in NG Plus, so it's only possible on, like, 1.0. I think they're impossible on the latest version. Just because RFG is a lot harder on the latest version compared to 1.0. I know they're possible in 90%, but I do know they're harder, so I'm assuming that it might be impossible to do them in the latest version for NG+.
I love that slow slide up the rail, too, or up the ramp.
Yeah.
To not draw aggro. Yeah, that was especially sneaky.
Yeah, there's, ramps are a bit weird sometimes in this game.
Ramps make sense in this game, is my opinion.
I mean, I guess, like, you know, physically, yes. Or realistically.
Although I guess I'm comparing them most accurately to the Splatoon 3 ledges, which for the life of me I cannot ledge snap on. So these just look nice. This is the gameplay of someone who has confidence in their aim.
Yeah, definitely.
Just no looking. That first Inkzuka shot was... I could never. Actually, I probably could. Definitely couldn't right now.
I mean, I know I probably wouldn't do that in a run. You know, and I'm third place, so I think that definitely says something. Yep, gets it.
Yeah, I'm going to trust the fact that this looks like what you do in any percent to assume that he got what he needed to. And yeah, that's just...
Yeah,
it should be in position.
It is a bit weird because I use delay fist straps. I don't use RFG. And I know for Phase 4 it's especially different. Because I think for RFG you basically, for the first two fists for Phase 4, you actually you only shoot one, then you actually like let the other fist go. That's kind of what you do for the delay strats, except you still ignore one fist, but it's at the end instead of the beginning of that phase.
Yeah, I miss when Octavio fights were like this. Just kidding, I wasn't around for that. But I do wish we had more boss fights like this.
It's definitely one of the better
fights. It's more skill intensive.
It is.
And I think that's how final bosses should be, personally. I'm pretty sure I've said that before on this channel, but oh well. Now you've heard me say it twice.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Pretty clean Octavio, but somehow losing 4 seconds to Sob.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, that looked clean to me, so I can only imagine what going 4 seconds faster looks like.
No, I mean, only losing 4 seconds, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And Kraken only has one split for Octavio as well, because some people have like have splits for each phase, and so like so
oh my,
very very thin little strand of ink there on the wall. So yeah, it can be hard to like see how much time you lose if you only lose like a half a second each phase, but collectively for that split of the whole fight, I'm only losing 4 seconds. That's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. I wish my Octavios could be consistently B+ for to Sob. That would be really nice.
It would be, right?
Yeah. Definitely for this game and not other ones. Yeah, 2 worlds left. The complexity of the levels is going to be dialed back. He does gold to level 7. Just classic.
Oh, wow, pretty nice.
Yeah, complexity is going to be dialed back a little bit. Just because the simplistic levels are towards the front.
It was definitely because of that thin strand of ink on the wall. Because that was shooting that pufferfish very early. Yeah, and if it was too early, then he would have had to go to the other side. This is probably one of the hardest levels in World 2.
Yeah.
This level could be very annoying.
I guess when in doubt, just burst bomb. That's pretty classic.
Yep, pretty good. Those octoballs. Oh, interesting. Jumps onto those sponges there.
Oh yeah, if your burst bomb looked like this, I'm sure you would too.
Well, I don't usually see that for the beginning of that section there. Those jumps must be precise, because that looked pretty close. I usually don't do that for those sponges.
I don't know. Maybe this is a sign that you should start.
I guess so.
Take notes.
You learn something new every day.
The insta bomb throw as well. That's pretty good.
That section is like the only hard part of this level. The rest is pretty straightforward.
Missed
Missed one.
The double splat bomb there looked pretty cool though.
Yeah, sometimes the enemies will run away a bit quicker. But that's just kind of stuff you have to deal with for Splatoon 1. Here's probably one of my favorite tricks in this game.
I would put this more in bug territory, but okay.
It's definitely one of the more proper glitches, if you will.
Yeah. What a superb octoling level.
Yeah. We pretty much have an octoling finish the level for us, you know, which is kind of nice. It's teamwork.
Yeah. Losing track of what windows I have open. I need like this.
This is kind of nice. We get to practice our commentary a little bit for pace.
You mean I get to practice my commentary a little bit? You're gonna be running.
I will be running, so I'll probably be talking a little bit less, but I'm sure I'll like comment on some stuff.
You'll say some things. I'll properly learn Splatoon 1 and G+ before then. I don't know. I'll be more useful in the back half of this run today. But yeah, no, that's part of the reason why I wanted to commentate this was for the extra rep. Doing it with you is just a nice bonus.
Yeah, totally.
Also, this level really makes the burst bombs in Splat 3 look terrible. Like, I'll just throw it out there. This is how burst bombs should work in Splatoon 3. Unfortunately, they don't.
Yeah, it is kind of weird how they, like... Well, because it was weird. Ooh. Oh, no! Missing that jump there.
I didn't know he was going to go for it. But clearly the answer is yes.
Oh, going for it again. Oh,
it's a
okay,
second.
there we go.
I don't know where that bomb went. That bomb just disappeared. Did it,
well,
like...
I think it fell into the water.
Yeah, I think it bounced off the rail.
Yeah.
Also, firing too many shots, a classic symptom of the... What is this, the level 5 hero shot?
Level 4.
Or something. Is it level 4? I only looked at 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, the classic instance of firing the way too high level hero shot.
I do think it's kind of weird how in Splatoon 1 you can instantly unlock the Zetfish barrier with a burst bomb, and then in Octo expansion,
Nope.
You can't, and then for Splatoon 3 you can do it again.
Yeah.
Like, come on, inconsistency.
Have you heard the joke that I made around Octonozzle?
Oh, what's that?
I sometimes nickname this boss Obomaster Nazi.
I kind of like that.
Or if I'm feeling real creative, Obomaster Nazi Wazi.
Nazi Wazi.
You're welcome. I didn't know if you were gonna like that or absolutely hate me for it, so I took a risk.
I definitely like the first one better.
Yeah, me too.
Nazi Wazi sounds like...
Nazi Wazi's like too much.
Sounds like that rhyme like Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. So you got like Nazi Wazi was a machine.
Anyways,
Nazi Wazi was a Fuzzy Wuzzy? I don't know.
I don't know. We're in World 1. This world has 4 levels.
Uh-oh.
Nice burst.
I think that was...
That's supposed to be one of the other subs, I don't know which one, but definitely not Splat Bomb.
It wasn't a burst bomb, that was a problem.
Does this just... Yeah.
Yep. It kills it.
Basically, what I'm learning from this is if I have to preface anything as, does this? The answer is yes, because Splat Bombs are OP.
They are.
I thought Burst Bombs may have been the most overpowered max level weapon. I have changed my mind this run. It is most definitely Splat Bombs.
Yeah, Splatoon 1 Plus is definitely a lot more heavy of a sub-weapon heavy category.
Yeah, I like that. You know, I won't have my custom mappings for the gamepad. Oh, having to break all 3 boxes. Think about all that time lost.
About...
That's probably, what, like 3/4 of a second?
Half a second.
Yeah.
Well, Burhan lost half a second that level, so it had to be...
Oh, it had to have been half a second, yeah.
Yeah. Which is like, yeah, that's extremely unfortunate, you know.
I know.
Hope the run's over.
I mean, I can tell you one thing for sure. This is definitely not a 4652, which is a sub. We're definitely not getting that this run. I have no clue what we're pacing for because, yeah, I've never even watched a run of this category.
Wait.
Actually, that's probably a lie. I probably have seen a couple.
Let's see. Prayer doesn't have a best possible time.
Correct.
In splits. Because for a second, I thought that was the best possible time. I'm like, what? Because that would be a world record pace.
Yeah, that would be a little more than world record pace, I think.
Yeah.
Burst bombs are OP. What's new?
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, did we just do canless with burst bombs?
Yes.
I love it.
Here, watch this.
That is not okay. Who thought that was okay to put in a game?
Yep. Much faster.
Just a little bit.
You know, funny story. I still remember when Ian was learning this category back in 2021, and he was like trying to learn the NG plus strats, and he was just trying to do he was just doing the any percent strat. And I'm like, dude, you have burst bombs. You can just use them. And he was like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, so what is your pick for most OP sub-weapon in Splat 1 and 2 Plus? Because you're more knowledgeable than I am. I think they're all OP for different reasons, but...
I mean, I definitely would agree with that. I mean, I guess I would say burst bombs, just because I probably use them the most.
Yeah, that's fair. That's where I initially went, and just like... The range on Splat Bomb just knocked me off my feet. Because I kind of knew what I was signing up for with, you know, max level burst bombs being this. But yeah, we got one level left, and I'm gonna have a lot of clicking to do. As self-imposed feedback from our Quadfecta restream that I also set up, I have removed the switch between games because our runners clearly will not be doing that. There will be no downtime. Yeah, I'll let you carry away the commentary in this over so I can focus on making all of the clicks that I need.
Sure. Yeah, but just make sure, like, that Thundy starts after, you know, you've switched to his, you know, output.
I don't know that I'll be able to control that.
Well, I mean...
I think they might just be going at it, like, just RTA, just bang, bang, bang. That's what they did in Quad, at least.
Okay.
And they'll just have their parts. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just split and then switch groups.
I mean, I can let you know when, if that makes it faster.
I'm watching.
I mean, there's not much going on this level. It's fairly straightforward.
Yeah, it's also like over.
Yep. All right, and there we go. 4850 it looked like.
Yeah,
right?
I see 4849. And we're on. Okay. Oh wait, what? Transition. Studio mode off, please.
Alright, I have visual and audio, so...
Excellent.
Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, time for Splatoon 2.
Hey, a game we both know pretty well! Yeah.
I definitely know this one a bit more.
Yeah, the two members of 103 Club on Splatoon NG Plus commentary. Thundy surely doesn't get a 104 or slower, right? Like, this is Thundy.
We'll see. Unless something goes horribly wrong.
Unless something goes horribly wrong, I think he beats both our PBs. I'm gonna be honest.
Probably.
Yeah. I also love... I know he doesn't mean to do this, but I do love the casual flex of world record is 101.27 by Thundy in the bottom of his splits.
Flex much?
I know. Casual 101? Like, Who is this man?
The world record holder, that's who.
Yeah, true. Best possible time, 1 hour 22 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to be a Fundy fanboy for as little of this run as possible, but I can't help it.
He's definitely taken this category to, like, a completely absurd level.
Yeah. But hey, I started doing keyskip RTA before he did, so I will take my wins where I can get them. That being said, he does it 10 seconds faster than me, so I will be fully honest about that one.
And the best that I can say is that I did have the world record once, so I was technically better than him briefly.
Yeah, you were better than him for what, like a month?
Couple months.
Oh yeah, it was a couple months that it was around for it.
I think it was. I got the record in November of 2020, and then I think the first person to take it from me was Ian in like February or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was January. Of course, Thundy did have an unofficial time that was better. That was better than my world record, but there was no video proof. So,
he does that fight section so clean.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what I tried to strive to get my section to be.
Those first 5, I did not think there were enough shots on those enemies to actually kill all of them. But Fendi, once again, proved me. I'm speechless.
Very nice.
I am speechless.
I mean, I've come to expect this at this point.
Yeah, but this is the first time that I'm seeing it and not grinding this category.
I already know I'm going to see IGT times that are like better than my like actual ILPB.
Yeah, that 131, for example, better than my IGT, my ILPB by like 3 seconds. Because I'm slow.
I think I have a 132.
Yeah, I have worse. Most of my IL times are just RTA.
Yeah, but I never get it in runs. Like my best for getting it in runs is 133.
Yeah, I have like multiple low 134s, but no 133s yet. I mean, this is level 1. There's nothing going on here.
No, it's mostly just kind of precise movement.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he just does 2 curls. Really clean.
Yeah, very quick enemy kill there.
I can't believe he was on that launch pad like a full 1.5 seconds before me.
Yeah, I think he's on 127 pace at this end.
Looks like it. Yeah, that's probably 127. Oh,
easy.
Okay. I thought that must have been like really high 127, because I thought that could have been 128 at the end.
Almost, but just barely.
Oh, he does the moving like that. That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, he does a charger shot instead of a curling bomb.
Yeah. I'm excited to see his toast because, as I'm sure you know, my toast is not good. Oh, okay, he does IL strats. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Then again, this is Thundy. I've talked about this. He says he just approaches this as 32 ILs in a row.
That was really fast, though.
That was an insta, was it not?
It was an insta, yeah. Yeah. I do IL strats too, but...
You don't do them this well, though.
No, it makes it so... It just makes it so it's like a fast 110, But
Yeah.
this is definitely like, you know, more on the
I think he
109.
missed an autobomb. I'm gonna be honest.
What, for phase 2? This is phase 3.
This is phase 3. This looks like a 1. Yeah, he missed an autobomb in phase 2.
Okay, I didn't see.
Because he had to 2 charge.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And that means he missed one of the subs because his charge shot hit. Okay, he just missed that shot. But he still had to 2 charge.
Looks like 111.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what I get normally.
And that was like a really bad one for him.
Yeah, and that was like, he probably wants to reset that, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it's only a couple seconds. I'm sure his
Yeah.
average is like a 109.
Okay, level 6. Should I just look away for this level?
That's up to you.
No,
I'm gonna be looking.
I need to see the insanity.
$29. I want him to do the IL strat.
I wondered that would be pretty cool. But yeah. For those who haven't heard me talk about this level is dang near impossible on sticks. Aww. Like, it's possible, you just can't go fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really expecting too much crazy stuff than what I usually do in this level.
Yeah. I'm not expecting anything crazy, just performed at a much higher standard than what I'm used to. This is like a 1 of 3. Yeah.
Because I think my ILPB is the same as Thundy's. I think we both have a 1
flat.
flat. Yeah. Unless he's gotten like an unsubmitted 59 or something. Which is definitely possible.
Oh, yeah. From the days when 59 was the record.
Yep.
And it's just like this is an unusable clip. Is that how you do double rolls there?
Yeah.
You just have to do it off to the side? I'm literally so stupid.
Okay, I thought it was fairly obvious.
Nah, I've always done singles. I've always done a single off there. I also swear he just did FDRs. But it could be wrong. This is how he does that section? Okay. This is like the first time I'm actually getting to study NG+. So, like, I'm just eating this content up.
The second coming bump back there was not required, but I think it helps just kind of guarantee that
that's a guarantee.
wall will come out. That was a pretty good vertical section too as well.
Yeah. Like, if you're looking for how to get into Splatoon 2 NG+, this right here is a masterclass. Never mind. This is no longer a masterclass. You're supposed to stay on that wall.
Alright,
and he doesn't die,
enemy.
so we're all good.
No, I
definitely... getting squeegeed.
Yep. No, that's definitely like... It's classic Splatoon 2.
Yup. By the way, he's still 5 seconds faster than my best pace ever.
I know that if there's anything that Thundy will occasionally struggle at, it's ledge snapping sometimes.
Yeah. He's just like me, for real, for real.
Because I know Thundy definitely strives to be a perfectionist.
Speaking of perfectionist, watch his level 4.
Nice reloading boost.
Yeah. He will Rolo boost everywhere that he can.
I actually been getting reloading boosts slightly more often than I used to.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to use them for runs because I'm still not fairly consistent in them, but I definitely, like, I have probably about a 40%, like, rate with them now.
Yeah, 40% is not good enough, my friend.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's why I like Shot here, because if you're not getting your Rolonian boosts, Dualies is just like the slightly harder version of Shot, unless your name is Thundy, which you probably won 18 anyways. Like, look at this movement.
I mean, it's probably just kind of like a feeling at this point. You just kind of have to, like, you know, get a rhythm and really practice it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, see,
Wow,
he missed
even
one.
Try to do one there too. I'm surprised.
That feels unoptimal, but you know, whatever. He also probably could have gone right. Still. But still, yeah, that's my ILPB. I just can't. Oh, level 5. Hey, I know this level. I know how to play this. Unfortunately, Thundy will floating dodge roll all over this level and beat my gold by some substantial amount.
Yeah, this is probably one of the few levels where I'm probably gonna be a little bit jealous of Thundy's movement.
Yeah, but clean. This level is so satisfying when you play it well, is it not?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Instant nollie? Yeah.
But I'm just kind of in the process of trying to make it better, and I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah. Are you getting 133s consistent here? Or were you when you were grinding this category a little bit more?
Consistent? No, not really.
Yeah.
134s are definitely, I'd say, more consistent.
Yeah, because I was like 133, 134 range, and I felt like I could get 132. And I think you're in the same spot, but Thundy is probably getting 132 as a warm-up. Did he just miss a dodge roll?
Mm-hmm.
Is he human?
I think so.
Oh, he's human. He is so human. I love that for him.
Hashtag relatable.
Yeah. I love at this category how, like, the top level band is just so stratified. Because, like, Thundy is just a god. And we look human, but we're actually really good at this category, and we're still not this good.
I mean, I really think, like, the only person that can beat Thundy's world record right now is Thundy. I don't think anybody else is going to beat it.
I think that will be true forever, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he's human. Yeah, nope. That is just classic level 9, though. Getting your armor broken by a random octoling.
Yep.
It's just so classic. Oh. That is time lost, Thundy. He doesn't know about the overworlding.
I mean...
It saves 3/4 of a second.
You confident about that?
Yes, we timed it.
Okay. Because I was about to say, like, if that's what Thundy does, like, I'm honestly willing to believe, like, that's faster.
Yeah, we retimed. We retimed, like, my average movement versus a super jump. And my average movement came out faster.
5.3
by
seconds.
By like 3/4, yeah. By like 0.7.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, no. He doesn't need it though.
Nah.
He's just too good. And
Oh, dang it.
Oh, he saves it though.
He went for the IL strat.
Well, yeah, he's Thundy. Of course he did.
Right. Yeah, I think he does that.
He always goes for the IL strat.
Yeah, but still,
But
like,
just-
I mean, I'm still kind of surprised you'd still do that in a no reset run. Just because, like, it's very finicky.
when you're plus 13, I think you go for everything.
I guess it's true. Alright, I want to see a 39 right now.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at his best split time. Do you remember what your best split time in Samurai is?
Is that a 109?
That's a 109.9. You have a 110.65.
For my best time?
Yup.
Oh, well...
Which means that neither of us have CGs anymore. I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up real quick. Never mind. You have a 109. Never mind. You're faster. I thought you had a 110. You have a 109.6. I had the right.
That makes sense.
I had the right .01. I did not have the right second.
Because I was like, wait, I thought I had a 109 too.
Yeah, cause I'm like right behind you on that CG. I thought Thundy was. I thought we were all in the 110s club, but I guess not. My bad. I run this spreadsheet. I should know it like the back of my hand.
Also, Thundy uses dualies here.
Yeah, I want to see the dualies strats, because dualies can cook here.
Well, you get to dodge roll on that the grind route from the beginning.
Yeah. And like all these random corner cuts, but I would be so scared, like that section where we just go up the backside, where we do the jump shots. I'd be scared of rolling off the edge there. And yeah, you're so fast you just go this way. I'd imagine here's where you like lose some ground on shots slightly, but nope. No, you actually gain ground on shot.
If you use them right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice recovery.
Almost dies, but it's all good.
Very clean.
What's the world record there again? I forget. Is it like 131? 134?
That sounds right. I think it's 131.
Okay, well I have until he gets to level 14 to look this up, because I know slightly more about level 14 than you.
That is true. I'm actually kind of tempted to try the dually strats for level 10 now. That definitely
Yeah, he makes those look really cool. Also, I love this level. I don't know about you.
It's okay.
The level 10 world record is a 132, and of course Thundy has it.
132. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We were in the right ballpark. Oh, I tried the wide ass strats there. Did not get them, but it's all good. Surely he'll 112 this. Or like, this looks like 111, I'm gonna be honest. This looks like 111.
This is kind of like a level where I get to sit back a little bit before I do the charger levels.
Yeah, I take this as that too, because yeah, the strand of 4 charger levels at the end of World 3 into World 4 were easily my least favorite when I was trying this category a bunch. Gets both the quick bounces.
Very nice.
And a gold. Just classic Thundy.
Yep. That's definitely like some Y-dash movement there.
Yeah. Alright, level 14. It's key skipping time. Now, even though I am like the pioneer of key skip, I have not seen Thundy's setup. So, I'm curious. I also hate dualies here because I cannot for the life of me land that splat bomb throw. Car wash, please?
It's a bit precise. Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's precise. I was just doing it subless when I was trying to get dualies. Because you can just barely reach the box without a spot bomb. But it's stupid precise. I'm just like, no, we're sticking with the hero shots.
I mean, that's fine. The hero shot is still pretty fast.
The hero shots look good. We got out a car wash second time. It's fine.
Yeah, I was really worried that I wasn't going to get it again.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, that proves not even Thundy is safe from car wash skip.
We call him a little washed on this car wash. It's okay. You don't have to like the joke. Yeah, goes for the corner cut.
That was a joke.
You're right. A lot of things I say are failed jokes. Like sticks are better than motion. Anyways, it's key skip time.
That was a good joke.
What, that sticks are better than motion?
Yeah, that's the funniest joke I've heard all day. Oh, no! Dang
yeah. So he's just doing my RTA setup, it looks like. But with dualies instead of shot. Yep, get across.
Very
Gets
nice.
the relevant part of key skip first try, so. Some hiccups earlier in the level, but that's just level 14 for you.
Yep, just gotta roll with it.
I would have opened up a live split to see where I am after the first 4 levels. But then I realized that my 103.59 does World 5 after World 1, so I can't do that. Maybe we can check another run of mine. "28 days ago, this is me with... I did not submit splits to this category. What are you doing, Past Adept?" Anyways, I'm just not paying attention to Thundy being Thundy.
That's alright, he's just doing...
He's just getting
level
a
15.
34 in level 15. That is a classic Thundy Octoling level. That's just what happens. If you've never seen Thundy in an Octoling level, he will destroy it.
He didn't get a 33, and I'm honestly kind of disappointed.
But, he's doing charger levels now.
Indeed he is.
Now, what's your general mindset on these charger levels? Because I know my mindset. And I'm pretty sure you know my mindset too. But what's your mindset?
I think they're still hard, but not in the same way that they used to be for me.
Okay. So, surely we see fence hop and death abuse, right? Check.
Yeah, there's fence hop.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
That is not as much faster as I used to think it was, because I did suffer from a mild case of skill issue. But it is slightly faster to die there.
I have seen that now because I do try in my runs now, and I have significantly improved in this level.
Yeah. And, like, it's not just faster IGT, it's like ever so slightly faster RTA too. Oh, getting boxed. That's a classic. You can set up like that for the corner cut.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much. I think I've been full charging that since 114. You think there's gonna be a Thundy pop-off and we're gonna see most of this time loss get recovered? Or are we just dreaming?
I don't know. It's gonna be kind of difficult to come back from the time loss in 14.
Yeah. I also don't know how much of this... His best possible is still saying 101.38. I don't know how good his Octavio in this run is. And unfortunately, that's way too much of a determinant.
I mean, I think a 101 is definitely off the table at this point, but 102 is still
Probably,
doable,
yeah.
I would say, with a good Octavio.
.101 might just barely still be viable, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think his Octavio golds have been that great, ever.
You have to play really well for the rest of the run.
True. That he would. But then again, this is Thundy we're talking about. I wouldn't rule it out.
Ooh. Yeah.
Not getting PMB'd there. So now 101 is off the table. I'll agree with you that. I'll agree with you there. Oh, come on, Thundy.
Yeah. No, a little too high there. Alright.
Okay, Thundy, just
yeah.
do the safe stuff, yeah. Don't do that again. Please do not die one more time. No, the GameCube does. How good is Thundy's stomp time? The answer is very good. He's part of the he's part of the four-way tie for world record.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I assume it's really good.
I'd say the world record is pretty good. This, however, will not be a 54. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. But I do have to give Thundy credit, though, because I think he hasn't played this category in a while.
Yeah.
And I assume he hasn't done like that much derusting. So the fact he was still able to have some really good levels and gold, at least one of them was like, it was still super impressive.
Yeah, I think he's done a little bit of derusting because he's trying to get a 100 and match the
Oh, really?
Octaviolus. So I think he's done a little bit, but mostly offline. And doesn't have a PB to show for it yet. Then again, we're talking about PBing over 101.27, so the bar is set high.
Is it 101.27 or 37?
20. It's 27. Are you sure? You're gonna make me look it up, but I'll look it up. MySpeedrun.com is taking its time. 27, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the highest placed runner whose seconds doesn't start with a 2.
I feel like I always see those times start with 2s.
Yep.
Like my world record was, my 103 was, it still is.
Yeah, your pair of 103s are both 2x's. 102, yeah. 23, also 41, disgusting. And then 103.59 over here. But yeah, that was Octo Shower. Better than I could ever play it. And now
this
19,
is the level that
yeah.
I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah, the level that's better than either of us could play it combined. I'm pretty sure.
I've been getting better. I'm gonna give myself credit. I've been getting a lot
okay,
better.
But is your name Thundy?
No, my name is Obermaster Ozzy.
Checkmate.
My name is Obermaster Ozzy, and I'm getting better. Very nice.
Yeah. This section you know how to do. This section I'm scared to do, therefore I will never do Charger 19.
Yeah, if you want to get, better time, then I suggest you look into it.
Aw. Bro missed the double.
You're not going to use Curling Bomb there? Alright.
I think he may have been trying to play like a slight in-conservation game. I don't know if he would have necessarily had enough for the bomb and the full charge after missing the shot.
No, I think he could have used Curling Bomb there.
Yeah. Probably could have, or like not lost a bunch of time to it. Or maybe he was fishing for just shooting around the shield.
It's not over yet. Could use pause glitch there. Interesting.
Yeah. Goes for the auto bomb setup.
Oh,
okay.
I
was gonna say, yeah, that felt too early. Oh, that was extremely early.
Come on, why didn't you use the...
You can hit from there?
Yeah, it's a charger.
Yeah, the charger range does not look that long. I mean, sure, whatever. I want to see his ending. I want to see...
But still, come on, why not use the Splat Bomb back there? It's, like, really consistent.
This is Thundy. He doesn't believe in consistency. Oh, the curling bomb got eaten.
Alright. 229. Still okay.
229. Yeah. Ties my shot time like it's no big deal. Yeah, because it's like, Thundy. Of course it's no big deal.
Yeah, I think my average is usually like a 222.
And we were comparing to something else there for a hot sec. I didn't see what it was, but we're back to the PB comparison, which we are just a little bit behind.
I mean, I would be surprised if we were ahead at this point.
I'd be surprised. We're probably still ahead of my Splatoon, am I kidding? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we were ahead of my Sob right now. Yeah, this is basically an auto-scroller. This is now no longer an auto-scroller. Clean as usual. Oh, yep, he's going for it.
Nice.
Nice. I'm not quite sure how that landed, but sure.
I think that jump is actually not that hard if you get used to it.
Yeah. It seems more forgiving than it looks. Oh, well, try to go for a roller boost.
Ooh, it misses the jump there.
Yeah, tried to do a jump that I didn't think was possible.
It's totally possible.
And if Thundy's doing it, therefore it must be. Isle does a jump. Okay, Uga, do I look like an aisle runner to you? I'm not, okay?
I mean, I've done it before. That should prove that not only is it possible, but it's probably not that hard.
Wait, am I remembering this correctly? Did you only improve... was this one of the levels that you only improved your ILPV because I beat you at it?
I don't remember, honestly.
17. Well, Thundy has a 124, so that should answer all our questions about this.
The main thing that I remember about my 129 IL is that it's like one of the most popular videos on my channel, and I don't know why.
No, we are actually tied here. We are the only two 129s on the board.
Okay.
You got yours a year before me.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because I remember the 24 was like that. I beat you, and then I'm pretty sure within 48 hours you beat me back. I would like to pretend that was out of spite.
What level was it again?
Level 24.
I think I did do that too to people.
It sure looked like you did.
I do kind of remember that. But I also knew I could do better.
Yeah, I knew you could do better too, because you have like a 123 there. Or something like that.
Yeah, and now it's 119, I think.
Yeah. I've actually pulled a better 121 than that in a run, which is just how I do ILs nowadays. It's just like, if it's not run viable, I don't care. But yeah. Thundy's just putting me to shame here. It's the floating dodge rolls, I swear.
Yeah, his dodge.
What would it take for you to floating dodge roll in this category? Even just in one spot.
Is that where you like mash the B button really fast or something?
I think you need 2 jump inputs, and it's actually like pretty bad for your hands from what I've heard. I've never done it. Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Funny, do you hear us talking about floating dodge rolls? Throw an autobomb if yes. I don't think he hears us. Cool. Nah, he does not hear us. That's probably good for him, honestly.
Those are just for fun.
Yeah, that was just, you know, the shakeout.
But anyway, to answer your question, I don't think I could do those just because I've never been... Mashing has never been my strong suit.
Yeah, that's fair. I would never do them because I need my double binds on 2 subs. And I'm pretty sure every way that I've seen for FTRs involves a double bind for jump. And it's just like, no thanks. I think Thundy uses L jumps to get FTRs more consistently. Which means his D-pad must be one of the strongest ever. Because, yeah, I don't think I've seen a missed D-pad input from Thundy yet. And I feel like I have 4 or 5 in a world when I run this game. Fun fact, I have gotten on that rail in a run before. It was horrible.
I think I've actually seen that before.
Did you see that run of mine?
The one where you
I think I lost my mind when that happened. I was just like, no.
I probably didn't have audio on because I almost never do.
That's fair.
Because I usually have Twitch streams up in the background while I'm doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was a little bit worried about that wall.
Yeah, but he fixes it in midair because he's Thundy.
He's got good recovery.
That is at least 2 seconds faster than my ILPB. Like, what?
That was a 44, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's tied my ILPB.
I don't know. I'm just, for whatever reason, so bad at Octoling Moray Towers.
I think my best is 46 in a run.
Yeah. I blame the fact that it's Moray Towers. No, yeah, he's just gonna go for world record strats here, I'm pretty sure.
I have been making the fast cycle a bit more consistent, which is nice.
Oh, that's how he sets that up. That's pretty cool. I need to take notes here too, because I can shave like 6-7 seconds just in this level.
Isn't this like the 10th time you've taken notes on this run?
I should be taking notes 32 times this run. Once for every level.
Mm-hmm. Bad luck with that flutter in there.
Yeah, flutter not coming all the way over. It is what it is.
Yep.
I don't know how wildly that impacts end cycle. I guess we'll find out together. The answer is not too much.
327, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot more easier to get on 127 now with those autobomb strats.
Yep. And now we're in World 5. a world that is way harder than it needs to be because you're already 46 minutes into the run.
It's definitely a bit hard when you know you're on a decent pace.
Yeah. See, whenever I'm on a decent pace, I get a 6-minute Octavio. Therefore, I'm not actually on a decent pace.
Well, but you don't know that until you get to the Octavio.
Oh, I know it. I know my Octavios are always 6 minutes when I'm on good pace. Because they're just always 6 minutes.
Are you sure that you know, though?
I'm fairly confident. As much as I would like to think that that's not the case, unless I've already done Octavio, if I'm on a good pace, it's a 6-minute Octavio.
Because if you know, then why would you keep trying?
Because eventually I'll just be so fast that getting a 6-minute Octavio doesn't matter. I also find how unbelievably fast he is here incredible. Although, nowadays I'm starting to hit closer to where Thundy's hitting on 26. So I guess I could personally give myself that one.
I'd say that was a pretty average 26. I didn't see anything that surprised me.
Yeah, it didn't stand out execution-wise, though. Then again, I'm bringing in more of the big gun strats. 26 is one of those levels that I recently upgraded from, like, my old Child's Play stuff. Yeah. 22, I'm prepared to be blown away here by just stuff that we both do. So I actually took away fast ending 22, just because I don't feel comfortable with it. Yeah, this is just like, there's nothing super fancy here for either of us.
I mean, I still go for fast ending in 22, but I just I haven't gotten consistent at it yet.
Yeah.
But if I don't get it, then I can usually recover.
Okay, Thunny and I do that fight ever so slightly differently. I use a curling bomb, he uses a splat bomb. That's the only difference, though.
I think I use a splat bomb too.
Splat bomb makes sense. Curling bomb just, like, kind of gives me an angle to the end if I throw it right. I don't know, I found that my splat bomb stopped aggroing, so I switched off. And everything seems to be fine.
Yeah, and you have to switch the D-pad too.
Some light troubles, but, you know, he knows how to back that up.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
Alright, do we... Oh, we have 23, 27 in the charger levels.
Yeah,
I'm like, where's 24?
No, I think this is the route that I do for World 5.
Yeah, this is the route... I do a very similar one. I route the dualies levels slightly differently. And that's just to minimize sub-swapping for me. Legit, I didn't think he was getting on that rail. How good is Thundy's PB here, and why is it probably like a 144 or something?
Ooh, there's a dodge roll there.
Yeah. Oh, right, and this section puts you all the way back here.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
that
is an
dodge
annoying
going
one
up
to miss.
is like... Yeah, that one, it's a bit... Yeah, it's definitely a bit risky, too. I usually don't go for it.
Okay, Thundy is the sole 142 on the leaderboard. Let's play the What Do We Have game, because I have a 148 unsubmitted. You have a
Actually,
149.
So that 142, I think Thundy actually submitted that today. I verified it.
That is correct. He submitted that today.
So, definitely been practicing.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, JP runners that don't have full video proof, they've gotten it too.
Yeah, I think, like, yeah, the comment was, yeah, JP runners had a better time.
Yeah, I think there was a 141 that I had to reject, unfortunately. Oh, missed the blowfish.
Rough ending there.
Yeah. Rough but relatable ending.
I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't usually happen to me.
I don't usually miss the blowfish, but it's a much more... I miss when my times were that bad in 23. With all respect to Thundy, I think he would not say that was a good level 23. But then again, we have Thundy in an octoing level, so... we'll be in and out in 30 seconds. I've also never seen that octo spawn there.
I'm predicting a 37.
Yeah, I could see it. He's certainly pacing for something incredible. Oh, just barely 38. You were pretty close, though.
Dang it, you let me down.
You have to talk to Thundy about that one. He tied your PB.
Yep. Although I really should get a 37 at some point now that 36 is the world record.
Yeah, you are the only 38 on the boards, my friend.
Although I do kind of like that.
It's okay. I'll just have to get a 38 and replace it. Who needs to kill the enemy? Not Thundy.
No, I guess not.
Does that work? No, is the answer.
Almost did, but not quite.
Let's see. Now that we're in the level that you beat me out of purely out of spite. What other levels have I done? You definitely haven't bought me at any Splatoon 3 ILs that I know, or that I care about.
I don't think I've done any Splatoon 3 ILs.
Ah, just missed job. That's unfortunate.
That was pretty close, though.
I still haven't submitted a Charger boss one time. What is going on?
Gotta get a 110.
I have a 110.
Then
I just haven't submitted it to SRC. And I definitely don't have the video of it anymore.
Although, it depends on how you feel about being on, like, what's it now? It's like a 20-way tie or something?
The 110?
Yeah.
I don't really care. What I have submitted is a 121 with shots. Which I think might be one of the fastest shot times.
For which level?
For boss 1 with the hero shots.
Oh, wait. Oh, the hero shot. Oh, okay.
The hero shot. I believe
Okay.
you have a 117 with no video proof, and I see a 120, which is like actually plausible.
Are you looking at like old PBs or something?
I'm looking at filter by hero shots on the IL board. There is a 111 that is definitely not possible with the hero shots.
I wonder if that was like...
I don't know which. I don't know what of them are submission errors, but I do have the fastest shot time with full video proof in Boss 1. I should not be proud of that. But anyways, we're here in 25, the last level before Octavio. I'm glad Thundy and I use the same setup on that right switch. Grinding Shot Boss 1, do-a-do-ga.
This entire Splatoon 2 portion has basically been us praising Thundy and then comparing IL times.
As we should, because we're praising Thundy. Did he oh, he missed the Blowfish. That's not in range of the charger.
Didn't really need it.
No, but I do like shooting over the wall there. That's actually pretty cool.
I think this is the only level besides Octo Samurai where I still have tied world record in.
I think that's correct. Do you want me to check that for you?
No, I'm pretty confident in that.
You are part of the, like, 50-way tie for Octo Samurai world record. Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Oh,
it gets a 130, geez.
You are correct.
And then
for a second, I thought he hadn't submitted a 130, but no, he's there right above you. All right, Octavio time. Any guesses for how bad this Octavio is going to be?
I'm gonna guess 5:21.
Okay, so like average. I like that. His best possible time right now is splitting our PBs. Do you think this is gonna land in 103 range?
It depends on the Octavio.
Yeah. I also don't like 6-minute goal. I'm trying to think of how good that is. That's like a 6-minute PB. That's what, like a 5:20-ish? Did he just go 6-1? He just went 6-1, didn't he? I wish. An actually good phase 1, what is this? I could never. Nah, suction bomb. It is what it is. That's 3. That's 5. I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one who struggles to hit charger shots.
I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a splits, Thundy. That's 7. 7 in the shower. It is what it is. Kind of like an average phase 2, I guess.
Let's see, hopefully Octavio's not going to troll here.
He trolls.
Yeah, that can happen.
He no longer trolls.
Okay.
Just needs 1.
Yeah, no, not the worst there. There have been times when I just get like 7 fists in a shower, and then it just takes like 3 more moves for him to do another fist.
I am pretty sure that I have gone into phase 3 at like 240 before. That just felt bad. I think that may have been a raw 6-minute with no missed fists in phase 4. Or like a raw 605. That's 1 Thundy. What are we on? 3 total or something like that? I missed 1 attack. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on 5.
We're on 5 now. Professional Octavio counter over here isn't counting Octavio. That's 6.
Usually I pretty much start counting from 5. Because I know where 5 is.
5 is the relevant number, yeah. I count all the time just to see how bad my Octavios are. Okay, nice double. Should be just outside of 103. So, Thundy and I will be fighting in Phase 4 to see if he can beat my PB on a run where he made a lot of fairly apparent mistakes.
Actually, this seems like it's pretty close to a 520.
Yeah, this seems pretty close to his PB comparison. That's what I'm looking at. So if all goes well, he'd be like 104, 01, 02. Which, this is probably an off day for him. And he's beating me at my peak. So, classic.
I mean, if he did that that online race with you, Ian, and I, then I would have won.
Yeah.
Where I got my PB.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but you know that was kind of a big factor, in that situation.
Yeah.
Was the fact that
But if
PB.
Thundy was in that, we would have seen the first 100, right? Because that's just the Thundy in a race buff. And should land this realm fairly perfectly.
If you want to separate the two, yeah.
I need to get ready on time. I totally forgot about that.
Yep.
Alright, my PB survives. Thank you, Thundy.
Boom.
Boom.
Up,
no!
Oh,
Bard!
ads! Yay! Ads!
Ads. We're gonna mute that. Bard!
Oh, it's a pants ad. Very nice.
Now we all... I love jeans. Alright, we're off. We're in After Alterna.
But before we get to this
interruption
portion, this stream is sponsored by jeans. Buy your next pair of jeans today.
Yeah, this is After Alterna. This level's really hard.
No, it's easy. What are you talking about?
Okay. Bard and I going for the same min-maxing in those surges. Oh, okay. I'm just not reading it. I'm here for it. So how familiar are you with After Alterna at this point?
I'd say I'm
just,
I'm
just
okay
kinda
at it. I'm definitely I'm kind of the level just before pro.
Okay. You're probably in that 8:30 time range, right?
Yeah,
That's where I would
say
put that.
Yeah, but 8:30 would be really good for me.
Okay, so we're probably about equal.
I'd say 9 would be my average.
9. Okay, so we're equal in AA knowledge. That's pretty good. So I just suffer from a healthy amount of skill issue right now in this category. I see.
I think I tend to reset a bit less than
that is true. I do reset more than most people, just in general.
But I'm definitely, once we get closer to the pace, I'm definitely need to want to improve a lot in this category.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more I can do.
This is also just a fun category. Rest in peace, Small Fry. That Small Fry is never coming back. Also, is it safe to say that this right here is the hardest other scroller in the Splatoon series? Like, is that a fair statement? Because there's nothing you can do to speed this up. You just can't make mistakes. That one target level with bow. Fair.
I mean, there's definitely like a couple in OE, Hundo, that, yeah. Like doing that one with the bamboozler, it's pretty difficult. The target level.
Excellent burst bomb there at the start of that section. Okay, we're out of the auto score. Now it's time for the fun parts of After Alterna.
Yeah, this is definitely the part we need to get better at.
Oh, Vargos are running with that. Interesting. Already, I'm pretty sure I've done everything past that first Small Fry throw differently. That's something better. This is another section that's really satisfying to go fast in.
Yeah, it starts out pretty cool.
Not using this place to charge splashdown though. That's... And going straight down the middle? Okay.
Really not gonna do the squid roll?
Yeah. It's cool. Maybe Dvar's like me and doesn't feel confident doing it.
Maybe, which is understandable.
Because,
of course,
well,
that means like this. Oh yeah, gonna be waiting for this next.
That was pretty cool. I haven't seen it done with the squid roll.
It is a cool trick there, but I do need to get better at it. It's still a bit inconsistent.
I thought that first bomb missed, I'm gonna be honest.
We're good. At least for now. Because we're heading into Octolanes.
We're minus 10. That's pretty solid. Is Spartan 4.0? That mode looked really bad.
I don't know. Let's see what the Octolanes have to say about this.
Latest? That did not look like the latest build. Oh, rip small fry. Also rip armor. Whatever that sound is there, that fakes me out. It sounds like a roller doing its thing. It's not. Only got one with the reef slider there? I did nothing to this track.
He is still absolutely destroying these Octolanes like nobody's business.
Oh yeah, of course. And they're all gone.
That is pretty good. Nice after all 10 in there. Was it 8:35, I think?
I don't know. I looked away. I sent one message in chat when I didn't have my projector on, and now I don't know how that AA finished.
The splits was kind of covering the first digit, but I'm pretty sure it was at 8:35.
I would believe that with a 938 RTA. Choice. Do we see a key skip or nah?
That is the question.
127 looks like a nah. Yeah, this is a nah. No key skip. Yeah, 220 average, Devard? What happened here? What is this 220 average nonsense?
Really good using a burst bomb there.
What was that? Did I see that right?
I think I tried to use a squid roll there.
Did you see the Inkling or Octoling clipping action?
I did.
Ian saw it. That was...
That was kind of weird.
Ah, yes. Bard stream brought to you by NFL Sunday.
Get your tickets now, folks. Brought to you by Verizon.
This stream so far brought to you by Levi's Jeans and NFL Sunday.
Hey, we are absolutely getting hooked up here.
I mean, you can wear those Levi's jeans to watch the NFL on Sunday, so I'm seeing connections. Crazy how Dvar, not even from a country where American football is played, sponsored by the National Football League. That hits. How do you feel about octopods as an enemy and as a level?
I think they're actually like stupid easy now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like they now they now like launch.
Yeah.
When you hit them. So you can just like launch them into others. Like see, like look at that right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a way to finish that.
If this was Splatoon 2, that section would be a lot harder.
Nice ILPB too. Dropping a 54 in a no reset.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, not bad at all. Alright, we can use this level. What try do you think doors we're gonna get? Doors, the next level. Because obviously we're gonna go for all the tricks. Just what try do you think the curling bomb's gonna land?
Like do you think it's gonna? He's gonna get it first try.
I think it'll be like a third try curl. Because the curl is hard. And I absolutely would not fault anyone for not getting a first try.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just weird for not grabbing the armor there, I guess. That's good to know. So it's now time for doors, 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 and more.
What does this level have again?
It's got some switches.
Gotcha.
What is a door? Yeah, it's got switches and keys and lock boxes.
I mean, we don't really use any doors in this level.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, for a level that focuses so much on the doors, where are the doors? First try, okay. I do not like this setup personally. Seventh try on the burst, not bad.
I like to angle my burst bombs a little bit more upwards.
Yeah, I don't throw them from that far back. We all do it slightly differently. Oh, site 6, right. This is a way. Dvard, that's not site 6. That's a little better.
I mean, you could have just done it over there.
Yeah.
Fine, just switch things up a bit.
I understand wanting to follow the splits, though. Also, we can't do switching things up. There's no hero gear there. Just really likes 2-6. Fair. Alright, next question. Splashdown, yay or nay? In terms of do we see it, not is it good? Because of course it's good.
Probably nay. I had to guess. Well, I don't know. Prove me wrong.
I think we see an attempt at it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll see it.
This looks like this is most definitely an attempt. Attempt failed. We now kill the enemies. If that's how you set that up, maybe I need to start attempting. Oh no! Hitting all of the enemies. That's tragic. I remember, I think I used to have the world record there, and then we found the splashdown, and I was just like, nope.
Well, I'm ahead out.
Yeah, that was me with 6-3, actually. Oh, that's me with like most levels in this game. It's just like we find something that's good, and I'm just like, no thanks. I'll pass. I'll stick with my suboptimal.
Man, how crazy is the strats for the aisles in this level?
Crazy, but you can't do them on Laydos because you need surge rolls. Yeah, you need a surge roll to get up there.
Yeah.
Honestly. You don't? What?
Actually, no, isn't it just a, No, it's just a squid roll, isn't it?
Is it just a regular squid roll, and I have to watch gaslit?
I'll have to watch the video again, because I haven't seen it in a little while.
Was I gaslit into thinking you needed a surge roll? I think I was gaslit.
It might just be a very precise squid roll.
Thank you, Thanu, for the correction. What is Twitter? All I know is X.
What is X? All I know is Twitter.
You're lucky Elon doesn't know Twitch. What we call it? I don't know, this probably is not a conversation to be having on the official Splatoon Speedrunning Twitch channel.
Elon Musk sucks.
You know, I'm not going to disagree with you there.
A little slow, but decent level.
A little slow, but out of Site 6. Site 6 is difficult.
It is.
Also, losing a bit of time due to the miss menu, so
Yeah,
I guess it is what it is.
Still ahead if I'm reading that correctly.
Yes, you are. Still ahead.
Oh. Anyone want a gaming headset? You can buy this one for $34 on my Amazon. It's backsides. This is just go straight. I think the last time I learned how to manipulate this enemy at the end, which is something.
You can also just like be fast.
You can also just go faster, yeah. So I found a second option. Like the option I found last night was go slower. Now I found the option go faster. Yes, back to normal size guard. So you're someone who's got some improvement to making this category, I think it's fair to say. Where do you feel like your weak points outside of AA? What are you looking out for when you're running this category?
I mean, I haven't played it in a while, so I kind of don't remember, to be honest. I think it's just like, I'm still using kind of like, I would say, beginner strats. Because like, I've only done a couple runs of this category. So I think I just need to like, do more runs and just like learn better strats. I just need to play it more, really. That's just kind of like, that's just kind of the main thing. I just need to play it more.
That's fair. I'm in the same spot. Last night I had to do the entirety of 5-3 twice because I didn't realize there were no checkpoints in that level, and I died on the very end. Snipers. Also, that ending was really nice.
Yeah, it's a cool strat.
Barriers. Trying to remember. Yeah, I found some stuff that seems to work here for me last night. I'd be curious to see what someone who actually knows what they're doing does. Lucky bouncing the curling bomb off the fan block, but otherwise, like, fairly clean.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything super out of the ordinary there. Even saving time. And now Sniper's Time, a level that you definitely don't want to do twice. Definitely won't speak from experience on that.
Yeah, this is where things start to get a little sketcy, because there's no checkpoints. Yeah, no. I was gonna say, I don't know if there's just no checkpoints or no checkpoints on route, but this looks like just no checkpoints, period.
Yeah, I don't think there's any checkpoints.
Really bad time to get your armor broken. But manages to live.
Did kill those enemies, which was probably the right move.
Yeah. I think there was definitely going to be some collateral death if you were approaching the final data point.
Invincibility frames are much less forgiving.
This game has iframes?
I know, right? For like half a second.
Hey, you can do a lot with half a second. Like die in Splatoon 3.
Half a second is probably not enough time to get out of danger.
Cool level. Makes me wish burst bombs were good in this game. Surely we see a first try squid roll here. Oh, just not going for it. Okay. I do something that Far doesn't. Nice.
No, it's not easy.
It's not easy, no. I like the idea of the burst bomb there. But still overall fairly solid propellered. So we're comparing to average. I don't know how that factors in relative to PB. So the two could end up being slightly different. I'll do some research.
I think the North has a 42.
42, yep. You know, embarrassing confession, it took me longer than I'm willing to admit to realize that the obstacles move.
The Reaper's got like their own bounce pads.
Yeah. But they like move in the XY plane, not just in the Z plane.
They do bounce around.
Yeah. It took me getting my armor broken like 3 or 4 times in this level to realize that the obstacles move. But really solid 45.
I mean, I think they're called octo hoppers.
Yeah. And the level descriptor refers to as obstacles, which I think is...
I mean, that's a pun, which octo
Obviously
hoppers
it's a pun.
hate.
And the octo hoppers hate puns. Much like you, apparently.
No, I just hate bad ones.
You calling my puns bad?
Maybe.
You're right. They are. You know I don't put up a fight. But yeah, no, we're putting a pin in that, by the way.
You can't see it, but I just put my head in my hands.
No, I'm talking about the level name, okay? This is, let's put a pin in that, the level.
I know.
Also, the future starts now with on Xfinity 10G.
You realize you could subscribe to Devard and put an end to that.
Yeah, I don't have the money to personally subscribe to every Splatoon speedrunner that is an affiliate.
Do you not have a free subscription available?
I don't have it available, no. Because I just renewed my 27-month sub streak in Ian's chat.
I think I actually have my free one available. Although I'm not the one restreaming this.
That is true. Site. It's funny, I've like really quickly identified that Site 3 is not really a level where you can save a bunch of time in. It's not a level, it's a world. But yeah, there's just not much going on here.
Yeah,
it's just
this
3
level
levels
is,
that you're gonna play.
This level's pretty quick. Second one's basically an auto-scroller.
Until you surge roll, which Dwart is not.
Yeah. But,
And then Ring 3 is kind of hard, but whatever.
that one's like the only, like, tricky level.
Yeah.
Or semi-tricky.
But it's not like the other worlds where there's multiple crucial execution points.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's really just that one. And yay, now you wait. So, how's everyone's day going?
I'm ready to sleep.
Me too.
I've also, like, my voice is kind of wearing out because I also did the post-commentary for my OE All Missions run to submit to GDQ. So I'm kind of, like, done with commentary as well.
Yeah, this is, like, more talking than I've ever heard you do, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Already, I didn't know you did post-com before this.
I did it earlier today, and then I went and spent time hiking with a friend. So I was talking to them a lot. So yeah, I've definitely like done a lot of talking today than I sometimes do in like a month.
Yeah. I just had work, which is comparatively boring. Much like that 3-2 in 122. There was nothing to talk about there.
No, we just talked about our days.
Yeah.
It was good, but I am very tired because I've been talking way too much.
Yeah. I can't wait to not hear from you for the next 3 days to compensate.
Well, I'll be working tomorrow and Saturday. So you probably won't be seeing me.
I mean, I won't see you for a while. Because that's how geographic locations work.
Seeing or hearing from me. Of course, when I say see, of course I mean like, you know, on stream or my name on Discord.
So we've already opted for the curling bomb bait as distraction. I usually just kill the enemy, but that works too. Yeah, and that's Site 3. Not really a whole lot to say.
Yep. But the last level was pretty clean though.
Yeah, that was actually really good. And now we're in the home stretch. The final 3 levels. Now we're back in Site 2 for real.
Site 2 for real this time.
Don't think we'll see. We shouldn't see a 42 this run unless the Sob is secretly missing a bunch of time saves. But be an opener.
We'll see.
This level, I would say, is like the easy one of the... Oh. Gets it. Nice. Not gonna lie, I forgot that was a strat until just before Bar did it.
Well, I think like if you don't do that strat, I think the best time you get is like 41.
It's 41, yeah.
Because I've definitely gotten 41.
I get 41s all the time and I don't do that. Oh, you're supposed to overworld between these 2 levels. This just shows how little research I've done on this category.
I mean, they're pretty close together.
I super jump all of Site 5. And all of Site 2. And all of the rest of the sites except for Site 1.
Probably ease off on that for Site 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Interesting to be using spot bombs here for this one.
Yeah, I pioneered some of those when I was playing this IL, but not these.
These, like, you can shoot them.
Yeah. Opting to just go around the boxes. That could have gone way worse. And we're coming up here on our last level. Level that I used to have the world record in to end on. Now, how do you feel about the Soaker Block level? Because I have my opinions on it.
What, this level right here?
This level, yeah.
I do like the strats, like I can skip some parts of it.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this level. I'm not a fan of that strat. I think it's slower. The end of this run, sponsored by this random gaming headset on Amazon.
You actually don't have to hit that.
Going super safe, yeah.
Yeah, you could just jump to that ledge there.
You can also just jump to that ledge there. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the squid rolling off the sides of the soldier blocks, but you know, it is what it is.
What do you think those are faster?
Yeah, I like just riding the top. I have to be running on time. And that is time.
GG's.
GG's to gamers into the Zoomier Z30 white gaming headset.
And that is our show. Thank you very much.
Yes. That is it. I don't know if people want to, if we want to get the runners in here.
Let's see, 2:36. You know, I think I can get close to that on a solo run.
Yeah. What is? I mean,
Let's see
let's
if-
check. I didn't even look at what the record is.
Here they are. What's up? What's up, guys?
Oh, hi.
Let's kind of start down the line. Bro Kraken, thoughts about the run?
I think I was a bit unprepared. There were lots of silly mistakes, also like unavoidable ones, I think. But yeah, it could have been better, but it wasn't like too awful, you know.
But it still seemed pretty good. Still had a lot of good levels, and I think you golded one of them as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, pretty good. Thundy, you?
I did practice, but I'm just a scrub. I feel like I was playing overall like pretty good, but then like whenever I would make a mistake, it would just be like a minute mistake or like a 30-second mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard any of the commentary, but
didn't.
60% of it, I'm pretty sure, was just us being #1 Thundy fanboys. And then 40% was us actually comparing how much faster you were than us.
Oh
I think
my,
Even on your mistakes, it was...
oh my gosh, I just
truly
remembered the
bizarre.
Octavio too.
That
I
was so
missed,
funny.
dude, I was dying in the call. Like I shot too early for like every Octavio fist.
Yep.
I just kept missing.
And I thought it was relatable.
Because I was coming from S1, and it's like, I obviously don't practice Octavio, so it was just like really disorienting because the fists are like tiny, and I don't know, it's like, it's just different timing.
You know, I do kind of get that feeling when I jump between the both.
Yeah, overall though, I mean, it was a decent run.
No,
I'm
there's still a
not
lot of
upset.
there's still a lot of good levels there.
Yeah, you almost beat my PB. I was worried.
I should have, if I didn't die the car wash. I almost died on car wash twice too.
Yep, we thought you did die on car
I
wash
had a
twice.
heart attack the second time. I was like, I have to reset. We have to redo the relay.
No, and then solid all gold Kettles time from Vard. Vard's not on VC. But
Yeah. It looked like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched a all gold Kettles, but it looked really good.
yeah, it was pretty solid. Outside, I think couple minor slip ups here and there, but yeah, overall, I didn't see anything wrong with it. But then again, I have a 48.
Dundee and I were
Yeah, what
trying
do we know?
which levels were which, because we haven't run this category.
We were trying to
Yeah.
guess every level. And for like the first like 4 sites, we were just getting it wrong every time. But we got site 3 and 2 for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Splatoon 1 and 2 runners trying to understand what the heck Splatoon 3 is.
I mean, Splatoon 1 plus 2 is 3, so y'all should be fine.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
We just got a fuse.
We got combined our powers.
Yeah. Well, anything else you guys wanted to say before we wrap it up here?
Shout outs to my teammates, Devard and P-Kraken.
Yeah, shout outs to Thundy and Devard.
That's all I got.
I'm sure Var would say the same thing about you too.
I hope Devard would.
All right. Well, I think that does it from us
I
then.
think that's it. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Um,
All right. GG's all around.
Devard in fact says the same.
Yeah, yeah, Devard.
Hell yeah. Teammates for life. All right. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
I guess we can rate a Splatoon speedrunner, right? Is that how
Oh,
this
sure.
works?
Yeah.
All right.
Anybody
Yeah.
running right now?
Cloud.
Cloud. Yeah, yeah.
Cloud is, yeah.
Yeah. Very glad.
I already have the raid command. So everyone go send Cloud some love. They're playing Splatoon 1 any %. It's a pretty cool game if you haven't seen it. But yeah, that'll do it for us. Hope to see you all on Saturday for the next one of these, which I will also be commentating.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Peace.
Yep. See y'all.
Take care. Bye.
Raid has been sent.